All right, I thought we had a good first day. We got 2 more days left. Um, we're trying to polish up a few things and actually still got a little bit of install going on. But the effort was good today, and we need to continue to get better these next 2 days. Questions? Yeah, it's been good. There's always some days better than other days. Some days the offense is better than the defense, but um, yeah, it's been good. Excuse me. He's a guy he's obviously he's had a lot of experience. I think he's catching on the system well. It's completely different system for him, but he's been throwing the ball good. He's got a good command of the offense so far. Well, the one thing all these guys they like to be around each other, so I think that's part of it. Um, we've got a lot of really good guys on this football team that they care about not just them, but they care about each other, and it's kind of just the way we do things. Yeah, and it makes it easier when you got good guys. I mean, you don't have, it's not like pulling teeth all the time. You get guys that come out here and want to work, they want to get better. They're good teammates in the locker room. Um, so, you know, honestly, it's that part for me has not been that difficult. They're, we got the right kind of guys here. Yeah, he number one, he's attacked this rehab really, really hard, and um, you know, even when you joke around with him, he talks about, and I've heard him say, he's the same guy. He's the same guy as the guy he was, and I said, well, that's because you're young. If it was me, it'd be a lot harder. But um, he's got a great attitude about it. I think he feels like um, he has something to prove. He's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder in the way that he's attacking this rehab. Yeah, he tore his ACL. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, really for anybody, but it was kind of a fluke deal. So I'm getting a sense, but we won't know until training camp. But he's done a good job at all the positions we've lined him up at. Yeah, I do. I mean, obviously they all got more strengths in some things than others, but um, yeah, he's done a good job in all the areas. Well, we don't have a lot to say, obviously, because it's a dead period. But you know, our emphasis to them will be to continue that when they come back here for training camp, is that they're continually doing football drills. Not just running to get in shape, running long distances, things like that, because that's when they'll get the pulls. Is when they come out here and they start stopping and starting. Mark Uyama has done an unbelievable job this offseason is going to talk to them about making sure they're hitting some dummies so their bodies are used to the contact kind of stuff with their hands, with their shoulders. And I think we did that pretty good in the phase one and phase two. So it'll be, hopefully they'll continue on while they're on their own, and I'll remind them. He got upset. Yeah. Well, probably not going to get upset at me. So um, it's just one of the situations we try to cover. Latavius had a great spring. He looks way better than he did at this time. You know, obviously at the beginning of training camp last year when he was hurt, but he's done it. I was out there today. I said, "You're running the ball really good." He's seeing things well. He's making good cuts. Um, yeah, and I think there'll be good competition.
You mentioned in the offseason that you want to see a focus with Juan Treadwell and not running wind sprints and whatnot after practice. What have your early impressions been of him this spring?
Well, so far so good. And I saw him. Happened to see him here the other. I think it was Friday, I guess it was. And I asked him. I said, "What are you doing today?" And he said, "I'm just getting some treatment." But so hopefully that's improved that part of it. He's done a nice job. He's caught the ball well this spring. So you know, he's still got some areas where he's got to continue to improve. He had a false start out there today, and I think he was he had one wrong route. So um, you know, but he's learning the offense as well. Yeah, he's not an overly outgoing guy, but he takes charge in the huddle. I'm not in the locker room with him, so I don't see him. But they have the relationship with the quarterbacks has been very good. Well, Flip has done really. He's like we've said before. He's very detailed, very passionate about everything. We can have really open conversations. He listens to the things I say that hurt defenses, and it's been really good. I think he's done a great job with the offense. When I sit in the meetings with them, he does a great job of communicating exactly what he wants and detailed with the work and the plays and the alignments and all the different things that they're doing. So, you know, we talked about having more screens, and we ran quite a few more today. So that's been good. It's really been seamless.
Mike, with the two suspensions that came down in April, how did you address that with Kentrell and Taylor?
Well, I talked to them both about what the situation was, what happened, and those kind of things, which I'm gonna keep to myself. But um, and like I usually do, I tell my true feelings on everything.
Mike, how do you feel Sheldon fit in and how both of the combos and the team evolved together on that?
Well, he's doing really well. He's fitting in really well. Part of it is when you bring a guy in, how does he fit into the culture? How does he fit in with the guys on the team? He's done outstanding there. He's done really good on the field. Um, you know, I'll, I think he's going to be. I think it's going to be really good, but I'll reserve it till we get the pads on and and look at that. But so far in shorts, he's done really good.
Do you feel like the two of them can kind of make each other better
Yeah, well, I think it's going to help each other. I don't know how much better it makes individually, but I think they're going to help each other with their play.
Mike, what do you look for out of the offensive line moving forward as we look back on how they started the season?
Well, there's a lot of things technique-wise that you look at. You know, pass protection, a lot of certain things with the technique. In the run game, it's a little bit tougher to kind of evaluate some of those things because you're not really coming off the ball in that. But um, you know, I mean, it's always mental mistakes, going to the right guy, working together with the guy next to him. All those things, yeah.
So with that, would you participate in mixing the quarterbacks?
Well, we've been mixing them in, some with the first group and some with the second group. You know, he continues to get better. I went back and watched all his plays from um, the past season, and when he was in, he did a good job. So, um, we'll just have to see how it shakes out when we get to camp. Well, it's hard to say a big leap, but um, he's become a lot more involved with the offense. So, if, I don't know if he's going to have 100 catches. That's not really his game, but the rest of the stuff, I see him a lot more involved in the offense. Yes. Yeah, but I mean, there's some routes that he runs well as well. So, I think that'll, you know, he's probably not going to be in too much on third down. So, you know, that's just not who he is.